What's up, everybody out there? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back to Pepe's Point of View. We see you, Ledisi, or as I would like to call her, Ledisi. Yeah, I call her Ledisi. Just my way of kind of poking fun at the name a little bit. Sometimes I call Sade Sadie, and I call Rochelle Ferrer Rachel Farrell. So I say Ledisi sometimes. But anyway, yes, we see you, we see you, we see you. Ledisi. And in Ledisi's words, I've been waiting for y'all to understand. I've been waiting for y'all to clap your hands. I've been waiting on you, waiting for you, because I've been here all the time. That's right. We hear you, Ledisi. We hear you, Ledisi. We hear you. All right. Welcome back over here to Pepe's Point of View. That's right. I'm your favorite host, your favorite R&B historian, your favorite music critic, Pepe. And as you know, the month of February is Black History Month. Wait a minute. Hold on for a second. I just realized something too. Have we changed the name and I didn't know anything about it? Because I saw somewhere, I don't know, it was probably on television, Black Heritage Month, which is fine if you want to call it Black Heritage Month. I don't see any issue with it. But I was like, okay, do I need to change the hashtag to Black Heritage Month, or can I just say Black History Month? It's amazing how things change, right? The little things just mean so much. Well, for Black History Month, Black Heritage Month, I decided to celebrate it by looking up a list of the top Black female albums of all time. And as you know, these lists can get complicated. We can leave some people out and people can get upset, right? Very upset. Not only the artists, but also the fans, right? And I have to agree with you because I was a little upset when I saw this particular list and I discovered that the Funky Divas of Soul in Vogue was not on that list. And I'm here to tell you, the 1992 Funky Divas album was a breakthrough album for those divas. You understand what I'm saying? So, of course, I wasn't going to let that slide. So, of course, I just had to include the Funky Divas of Soul in Vogue's album. Um, on, put it on the list rather, and I did do a smidge of a commentary on it. So check that out for me if you don't mind. Now we're talking about Ledisi over here, and as you know, we're talking about her because of her performance on the Super Bowl. That's right. I was pleasantly surprised to see Ledisi perform and lift every voice and sing. Right now, here's another little tidbit that I think it's worth discussing. Okay, I don't know when it started to happen, but it happened. And what is that? It seems as if now we have songs like, besides the national anthem, to look forward to, whomever is going to perform the national anthem. That will just be the big event, right? We have the national anthem, we have the Super Bowl itself, and then we have like the Super Bowl halftime show, right? And so, do you think that the uh other performances, such as performing "Lift Every Voice" and sing, I don't know, when they start singing "America the Beautiful" and all that stuff, let's just say, do you think that those songs are going to eventually be, well, those songs and the performances will eventually be just as important as the national anthem? Whoever sings the national anthem, like, that's the spot that you want, right? You still want the national anthem spot. I understand that. I know a lot of people are going to say, you diss and lift every voice and sing. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I think the national anthem still has, its crown, so to speak. But it looks as if performances such as, Lift Every Voice and Sing and so on and so forth are just going to be just as important. So I don't know about you guys, but I must say, I am definitely looking forward to whomever is going to sing Lift Every Voice and sing, or let's say perform Lift Every Voice and Sing. I'm looking forward to that person having a breakout performance, with that song, to the point where we're talking about, that person's performance, and that performance is putting that singer on center stage, or actor or actress. Okay, because Shirley Ralph, of course, did it. What, last year? Oh, did y'all check out all the memes from Shirley Ralph's performance last year? Said music doesn't pay the bills. Well, anyway, as I said before, we're talking about Ledisi. And so when I saw her perform, I was like, you know what? I think it's only right. It's only right to talk about her album. And to my surprise, I couldn't believe. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know she was that many albums in. I mean, she has quite racked up quite a few albums for herself since what she released her first album, maybe in 2000. So she has racked up 11 studio albums. Wow. And 38 singles. Wow. That says a lot. I just didn't see her this way. So she's been around for quite some time, right? Well, let's just dive right into it. And for those of you who are new here, allow me to explain what it is that I do so you guys won't, kind of lose your way, so to speak. Okay. So pretty much what I do over here, I review albums, songs, movies, what have you. I just review them, right? And from time to time, I will dish out the dirt on who dropped kicked who in these entertainment streets. Now I will do that from time to time. Okay. It depends on my mood now. I'm just here to tell you. Don't think too long, you might think wrong. You understand what I'm saying? In the words of Betty Wright, may she rest in peace. But anyway, so that's what I do. I just do my music reviews. I actually, yes, I'm here to tell you, I actually go back and listen to the album. Sometimes I have the album, so it's okay, and then sometimes I don't, so I just got to go out and kind of locate the music, so on and so forth, and listen to it. And I give my review on it. Okay, I love a good dialogue. I don't like monologues. Okay, I like dialogue. So I do expect 100% participation. I do. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, so that's what I do. I just do the reviews. We talk about the songs. I might compare and contrast that artist with another artist, or maybe I say, "Ooh, this artist might sound good singing this song," so on and so forth. Just things like that. All right. And right now, what I'm going to do for Black History Month albums, or Black Heritage Month albums, is that I'm just going to give a brief review over the actual performance of the album. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a little bit about how the album came about, the sales of the album, and then I'm just going to go into my review. Shouldn't take that long at all. And if you like me, because I like you. So if you like me, I think you should stick around and, tell me, some of the artists that you think that I might like, because I'm here to tell you I will listen to them. So let's go head on and jump right into it. So Lost and Found, this album was released in the United States, of course, and it debuted at number 78 on the Billboard 200 with first week sales of 8,900 copies, okay? 8,900 copies, okay? This marked the first album entry on the Billboard 200 album chart. The album spent 22 weeks on the chart before dropping off the Billboard chart. Not bad. The album peaked at number 10 on the US Top R&B Hip Hop Albums chart, spending a total of 78 weeks on the chart. As of 2009, Lost and Found has sold over 237,000 copies in the United States. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. Now, what do we know about Ledisi? Okay. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. What else do we know about Ledisi in this album? Um, Lost and Found was actually released off of the Verb Records, okay? And she collaborated with such songwriters and producers as Rex Rideout, Lorenzo Johnson, Colin Stenbeck, and Luther Haynes. Produced a mainstream R&B sound for her, developing diverse vocal styles and influences from funk, hip hop, and soul. Um, Lost and Found was promoted in late 2007 and throughout 2008 by television performances and festival appearances. Now, she did manage to rack up 3 singles off this album, which would be All Right, In the Morning, and Joy. And at the 50th annual Grammy Awards 2008, Lost and Found was nominated for Best R&B Album, and Ledisi also earned a nomination for Best New Artist. I don't understand how she could get the Best New Artist nomination since she had released an album in 2000, so she's not quite a Best New Artist, right? And if I recall correctly, I think there was an issue with Clive Davis and Whitney Houston back in the day because the Grammys did not acknowledge Whitney Houston in that category, in the Best New Artist category, correct? Because she had recorded a duet with Jermaine Jackson or something like that, and they were like, well, she's not a new artist. She did not meet, the criteria for being the Best New Artist because she had released a song or she did something with another artist. I'm not quite sure what it was. So I don't understand how Ledisi, gets Best New Artist nomination. But it is what it is. Now, I came across Ledisi, and you guys probably can recall this as well if you was watching this show back in the day. Now, how did I come across Ledisi? I came across Ledisi watching the Michael Baisden, well, it was Baisden After Dark. Michael Baisden. I would watch his show all the time, okay? And one day, well, rather one evening, there I am watching the show, and Ledisi comes on. She comes on, she performs it, and she knocks it out. I mean, she does a superb job, okay? I think at the time the song she sung was probably All Right. I think it was All Right. And then I saw her perform another time, and it was either the song, I think it was In the Morning. So I think she performed All Right. Then she performed In the Morning. I think those 2 separate performances. I don't think it was the same show with 2 performances. I think there was 2 different shows, and she performed All Right one show. She came back and performed In the Morning another show. I think that's how it happened. But anyway, I remember watching her, and I was blown away. Listen here, you guys. This lady can perform, and it looks like she loves to perform. And when I heard her version of All Right, okay, I just love the message. That was my first time hearing it on Based in After Dark. Never heard of her or anything like that. And she gets up and she sings this song. I am so moved by the message in the song. It was very inspiring, uplifting. It's just a song that just keeps you, holding on with a smile on your face and basically saying, you know what, it's all right. It is what it is. It's all right. And she just keeps in the song that keeps you in an upbeat, vibe. So when she was singing this song, I was like, man, I can't wait to find this record so I can hear this song. Now, I'm going to say something that might be a tad bit, well, somebody may not like this when I say it this way, but I'm going to say it. I was very disappointed to get the album and she did not perform in the studio the same way she performed that song live, because I'm here to tell you I was ready to get my Ledisi fix. You know, understand what I'm saying? I was like, I just know I'm gonna hear this song, and the way this lady was singing the song live on Bathed and After Dark, I just know I have to get this album to hear it. And of course, it was not like that. Same thing with In the Morning. I have to say it, okay? And I guess that's where I'm going with Ledisi. This album, while it had some decent moments, it's almost like she just teases me. You know, I'm like, I don't want to be teased right now. Let us see. Y'all know how I feel about my R&B divas over here. Y'all know how I feel about them, especially ones I know that can get up in the rafters. Or in this case with Ledisi, I just know she can really just let loose. And the producers, the writers did not allow her to do that. Okay. I don't even know if she wanted to do that or not. But I was just very disappointed that she can do it and she was not allowed to do it. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not quite sure why she wasn't. She had some very spectacular moments, though, on this album. Now, I know what you're about to say. You're about to say, you're about to leave out one of the most important parts of Ledisi, and that is she was Jill Scott's. If I'm not mistaken, I think she was Jill Scott's background singer for a minute, right? Somebody got to help me now because I think I recall hearing that she was Jill Scott's background singer. And anyway, and speaking of Jill Scott, I have to tell you, if that is in fact true that she, was Jill Scott's background singer, then there's a lot of elements, a lot of things in this album that makes me think of Jill Scott. Now, been here, the first song, the introduction, okay, I love it. It kind of reminded me of that In Vogue's introduction on the Funky Divas album when they gave us the introduction of, they're opening up a show. They're about to go and perform live, go out on stage. And that's the same thing with Ledisi. I love the intro. As a matter of fact, I opened up the my this here video with lyrics from the intro of Ben Here. I've been waiting for y'all to understand. I've been waiting for y'all to clap your hands. I've been waiting on you, waiting for you, because I've been here all the time. That's been here. I love it. I love how she is heavily influenced by Jill Scott's style. I love um, Ledisi's energy. I love her positivity. And once again, you give me an intro that should have just went head on and just become a full track. Okay. Now, going throughout the album for the most part for me, uh Joy, it was okay. You and Me, great. But You and Me reminds me of Avery Sunshine. Okay. I was like, Avery Sunshine would definitely do well with that song. Okay. I'm not quite sure who came first. Was it Avery Sunshine or was it what's the lady's name? Ledisi. And from the looks of it, it looks like Avery Sunshine showed up as far as albums are concerned, right? Maybe after Ledisi. And still, You and Me reminds me of Avery Sunshine. The next song, Best Friend. I love it. I love the message of the song, Best Friend. Now, she reminds me on this album, on this track. Do you guys remember Malara? Mercy, Mercy Me, Malara. The Rain, Malara. I don't, and I did a Malara video to commentary. So check out my Malara commentary. This song reminds me of Malara. I'm saying to myself, like, oh my gosh, like I just love Malara for this song. I do. And so then I get to the song All Right. And that's when I'm going back down memory lane, thinking about Based in After Dark, so on and so forth. Now, here's something that just kind of bobbed to the surface, you guys, as far as Ledisi is concerned, as I'm as I've gotten to the part of the album where the song All Right is being played. Do you guys recall um, watching American Idol? And I don't know if it was one of those, what you want to call it, the Simon Cardwell. Like one of those. It wasn't the performance. It was kind of like one of those interview parts of the show. I'm not quite sure which how it was displayed, or I don't know if it's just Simon was in an interview one day, uh, and he made this comment. But either way, he made this comment. Simon said, Jennifer Holliday is my favorite singer. Ooh, sorry, not Jennifer Holliday. Jennifer Hudson is my favorite singer. But Fantasia is my favorite person when he was comparing these two. And that's what I'm going to have to say when it comes to Ledisi. Ledisi is going to be in my head my favorite person. I just love her. People would say, spirit. I would say her spirit, her personality. It just seems so pure, so fun, so innocent. Um, she doesn't come off as in her voice now. You know how most people with their voices, you can tell that they are definitely trying to be the ish, if you will, vocally. You can kind of get that feeling from them, like, they're really trying to be diva and sing diva ish, if you will. I just don't get that from Ledisi, though. I mean, I get that she can sing and she can belt, but it's not like, I don't know. I just get the fun freeness from her, as she approaches the song and as she sings, and that's what I like about her. So I just, thought about that when I got to this part of the album. Um, Now I'm comparing Ledisi to some other divas, and I'm definitely thinking Malara. I'm thinking Shaka. I'm thinking Jill. I'm thinking Avery. I'm thinking Selena. I'm seeing her in this category of divas. Then you have the song Think of You. I love it. The song Today is very funky and it's definitely on repeat. So right now I have my repeater, out of all the songs. So the must have song for me on this album is Today. Love it. Now, Get to Know You is definitely a Jill Scott song. Okay. And I think Upside Down, if I am not mistaken, I don't know why I think she sang this song on Bass and After Dark as well. And of course, I talked to you guys about In the Morning. And then she has a song on the album called I Tried. And I Tried. I like this track because it's upbeat and she's singing and she's having fun on this track. I Tried. So you got to check it out. But Lost and Found, ladies and gentlemen. Lost and Found Me is the song that I just love, 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 love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay? Love it. So if you want to know how I feel about this album, I like Best Friend, Think of You, Today, Upside Down, In the Morning, I Tried, Lost and Found Me, and We Are One. I love those songs. I love The One, and Someday is on repeat. So my must-have songs on this album would be Someday, Lost and Found, and Today. Those are the three songs on this album for me that I like. Unfortunately, with this album, I okay, here's a prime example, and then you probably understand where I'm going with this. Let's talk about Rochelle Farrell's debut album. I love the album, but sometimes an album can be too slow pace moving, too just it puts me in a too much of a relaxed mood. You know what I'm saying? Like I do want to chill, but no, no, I don't want to chill like that. Like like you know what I'm saying? Like the reason why I go my go-to songs on Rochelle Farrell's first album would be With Open Arms, um, uh, what's the other one? Nothing has ever felt like this, but there's another one on there. Oh gosh, what is it? I hate that I brought it up now because now I have to check and see. But I think you guys kind of get the feel from where I'm going when I say this, right? I it's too what's the word I'm looking for? It's just too slow. It's just too slow for me. I'm sorry. With Open Arms, nothing has ever felt like this. And I guess you could say Waiting. All right. That was the song Waiting. It's just too slow. It's too mellow. And by the time it picks up towards the end. And now I'm talking about Ledisi's album, Lost and Found. By the time it picks up where I'm really trying to get into the mood and in the groove of the album, it picks up a little bit and then it kind of I don't know. I don't know. Overall, maybe a B, maybe a B. I give the album a B, maybe a C plus B. I'm sorry. It's just not a go to album for me. Okay, now I'm gonna. I know it feels like I'm all over the place, but let me explain it this way. Rochelle Farrell, Layla Hathaway, and right now Ledisi. Rochelle Farrell's debut album, any Layla Hathaway album, and right now this Ledisi album, they're just not really people who just really just gets it doesn't move me the way I want to be moved when I listen to an album. If I can give you an example of an album that would move me, it would probably be think of Anita Baker's Rapture. Think of Anita Baker's what's the name of that composition. Like the production is definitely loud. Her she's not afraid to stretch herself vocally, and she's singing her behind off. Those background singing their behind off. But guess what? It's not like it's over the top either. And if this album, Ledisi, had approached this album the production wise and producing the vocals like that of an Anita Baker album, then I probably would say that this is my album. That's the only way I can kind of explain it. And for those of y'all who, know those albums, have heard those albums, then you pretty much know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Sorry about that, you guys. I am about to I'm about to lose power. And this computer is about to shut off. So let me get some power real quick. And I apologize for that brief delay. Hey, I'm learning. Things don't have to be perfect anymore. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on the fact that things don't have to be perfect. So it is what it is. But I think I made my point, and I made my point, in a 30-minute video. Congratulations again to you, Ledisi. Enjoyed your performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing. Oh my gosh, it was great. And I'm pretty sure you was just as excited as we were, probably even more. If you made it this far in my commentary, then I want to go ahead on and encourage you guys to hang out with me. I would love for you guys to hang out with me, support me, so on and so forth. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and share button, leave comments, so on and so forth. I appreciate it. My motto over here is very simple. Put your behind where your heart desires to be. Oh my, am I learning that lesson? Oh yes. And whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, she says, baby, remember, I love you, but God loves you best. I look forward to seeing your next video. And until then, you should know what to do by now when it comes to you. Take care of you. And when you are all you got, and when God is all you got, then God and you is all you need. All right now. Take care.